I want to correct myself. I've been spending a lot of time really promoting that welding has got a great payoff, that at the end the payoff is worth the struggle, it's worth the hard hours, the hard work, the learning, the meticulousness of learning welding, all these steps and everything. I've been saying for a while now, it's worth the payoff, it's worth the payoff, it's worth the payoff. And just upon further kind of review and thinking about it, I was actually thinking about this last night on the drive home. I don't actually believe that thought process is very productive for you guys to be thinking that way. Welding is a lifelong pursuit. It's something that you've got to enjoy the process of. And where this is all stemming from is a lot of these guys are talking to me. I've talked to a couple of welders, a couple of friends of mine that have experienced some kids coming out of welding school, and then they believe they're welder, they're pipeliners, they're the best of the best. The issue is they believed that the welding school was the beginning and the end. They don't really look at it as it was just the beginning of a lifelong pursuit. If you go into a welding school just because you think you're going to do your weeks in, and then at the end of that, the payoff, I'm going to spend $14,000 to $19,000 to go for 15 to 30 weeks of welding school. And when I struggle through all that, when I suffer through all that, but when I graduate, then I'll have made it. The payoff will be worth it. That's the wrong attitude right out the gate. You can't have that attitude. It's a lifelong pursuit. You've just started. I am neither, pro or against welding schools. I personally came through a different way, and I think it was the better of the ways, but it doesn't mean that I'm right. I just know that if you're going through a welding school, have the right mindset, the right attitude, that it's a lifelong pursuit. There's no payoff. There's no day you're gonna get there and be like, man, this was worth it. I'm finally just filthy rich. I got money coming at me. Just work, all over the place. I got a jacked up truck. If you're doing this work for the things, then I promise you the things are gonna drive you straight into the ground. The guys that are so hooked up with work all the time, making hand over fist worth of money, but are just up to debt to their eyeballs, are the guys that are always just waiting to live that lifestyle. You see the Instagram pictures of, these jacked up trucks. They're beautiful, they're gorgeous. I love the rigs, a lot of pipeline rigs. But if that's a lifestyle you're trying to achieve, then you're not going to be successful. Just know that. Like, you can have those things. There's nothing wrong with having those things. But know where your level of success and happiness is going to come from. It's not going to come from having, excess money or investments or whatever. It's going to be having those things if they make you happy. If they don't make you happy, you're chasing something that will never fulfill you. Don't look at the end result. To have better welders out in the field, we need welders that love the pursuit of welding. They love the constant grind and the constant learning, the process. That's what they love. They don't love the end game. They don't love the I finally made it game. That's not how real welders, the best welders, look at it. They love the process. They love to be wrong and learn from it all the time. They're constantly pushing outside their comfort zone. That's what a real welder is. So if you're coming out of a welding school or you're just getting into welding, that's the mindset you have to have. Believe that this is a process, a lifelong process. If it's not a lifelong process for you, you're not passionate about it being a lifelong thing, maybe reevaluate getting into welding, because it might not be for you. Do a self-assessment first before becoming a welder. Don't just do it for the things, the lifestyle, or the money, because it's not going to make you happy. And you're really going to end up hurting the real welders that really love it, because you won't put much pride in your work because it doesn't fulfill you like you thought it would be. So you just kind of zone out. You go zombie mode when you're at work welding or whatever it is. Don't do that. Find what you're passionate about, but if you're passionate about welding, keep doing it, because it's an amazing process. I love it. There's plenty of others that are out there that love it, and it's going to be a great thing for you. So, little little thought process change for me that I wanted to kind of convey to you guys to make sure that we're all thinking the same way. If you guys do have any pictures or things that, you know, mostly pictures of you out on a job site that you want to share with me, make sure you send me a message first saying I would like to send you some pictures. Then send me the pictures, explain a little bit about what's going on in the picture, and if you have an Instagram tag, give me your tag as well. But make sure you let me know that you want me to share the pictures. I have a lot of people that send me pictures that's just showing me your work. So do, you know, describe if you want me to use your pictures on the Welder Beast community. I love sharing the spotlight. I love showing the world that there's so many different avenues that welding can take you down. So make sure you do that. Send me a message on Facebook if you want to, or on Instagram. I'm at WelderBeastX is my tag name for both. And make sure you say, I want you to post these pictures. This is my Instagram tag, or, you know, whatever. Just make sure you explain a little bit about the pictures well, so everyone that's looking at the picture can see kind of what's going on. They're not just looking at a weld. They can actually see the overall project. I think that's a lot more beneficial for everyone. All right, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.